Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Petey.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Aunt Becky. I'm Tracy.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
Hi guys.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of things on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. We have got a gorgeous day on our hands. It started off a little foggy, but the sun is burning that off. And now we're working our way down to the farm market to get our day started. The valley we live in has been pretty smelly the past couple days. All the farmers have been spreading manure. And let me just say, it definitely smells like fertilizer around here. Everything's been pulled out of the cooler and now we've got the farm market set up. Since we're gonna be having a really busy weekend, there has been a lot going on. Grammy has been doing a lot of work because there's been a lot of baking going on. We used to bake every weekend, but then it became too much. So now we only do it at special times of the year. And Grammy's been working hard. This is how you know it's gonna be a busy day. The farm market just opened and the parking lot's full of cars. Our first stop this morning is into the greenhouse to check on the girls. And Aunt Bonnie has been in here. She's been working on some transplanting. She's done some lettuce, she's done some peppers. And throughout the entire day, she's gonna be doing her best to put a dent and all this other stuff that we need transplanted. And since she's gonna be working on that, it's gonna be our job throughout the day to do our best to keep this machine full for her and make sure that she has plenty of trays. If you've been tuned into the videos for the past couple weeks, you'll notice that's been a theme. Working in these greenhouses has been something that we've been doing every day. And from when we started filming in here this year to now, it's changed a lot, and we can even see the baskets are starting to get some nice size to them. Since Matthew's in the largest greenhouse helping Aunt Bonnie, I'm gonna head down over the hill and check these other greenhouses quickly. It looks like Dad is watering the hanging baskets at this moment. And then once we're finished off with the hanging baskets, we're most likely gonna come through and water a lot of these dry spots. Now, unfortunately, yesterday I was not around and the boys happened to get a lot accomplished. For one thing, they got greenhouse number 5 completely cleared out. So they got all of the manure out of here and they got everything in the back moved out. And now it's like a completely different greenhouse. We have all this space available to put plants in here, which is really cool. But enough talking about greenhouses, we gotta get the animals taken care of. Dad and I just got finished dumping all the grain in for the cattle. Now, before we started feeding the cattle, Dad had already got the calves taken care of, and we've already collected eggs. So that means we are all finished with taking care of the animals this morning. And we got a beautiful day on our hands, so I'm sure the cattle are gonna be enjoying it. Now, we've got a few things going on this morning. One big thing is picking up some more fertilizer. If you remember from our previous video, we were working hard at spreading some nitrogen, and we need a little bit more. So what we're gonna be doing is taking down a load of corn and then picking up some fertilizer, because the place we take our corn to sell is also where we pick up fertilizer. So we're just trying to make this an efficient trip. And since we wanna take some corn down with us, we've got the 130 hooked up to the auger and we're pulling out of our bin. Daniel's gonna be watching over the truck to make sure that we don't overfill it. Not that that's ever happened before. And then we also have our other truck that we use for grinding feed. we're gonna get that truck filled up while we have everything hooked up. But at this moment, I'm gonna start helping Matthew with another job. We're gonna be bringing hanging baskets into greenhouse number 5. As we're hanging baskets up in greenhouse number 5, we need to make sure that all of our drip irrigators are open because they can be closed. And when we hang the baskets up, if they're closed, we won't know until it's too late because we can't see them. So greenhouse number 5 is kind of famous around here for storing our largest hanging baskets that we grow. A lot of the flowers that go into here will be petunia baskets, and they can get a lot of size to them, and they need plenty of room to spread out. We will have hanging baskets that grow so large that they're nearly as tall as I am, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. And once we get all these hanging baskets moved into here, that's really the last time we have to touch them. So we're trying to get everything moved in here so it's all in the automatic watering as well. When we clean out our greenhouse every year, we put all our watering lines up so that we don't hit them with the skid steer loader. And then we have to go through and pull them all down, which usually isn't too much of a hassle, but when we have wagons in the way, it can be a little more difficult. So we just gotta be careful to get everything pulled down and that we don't pull it out of the water line. We've already gone down the far left side completely, and now we're coming back this section right here. So all that's gonna be left is the middle, and I just got all the water lines pulled down for the middle. So we will easily have this greenhouse completely full of hanging baskets, which is exciting. I just had to run up top and fill up some trays for Bonnie, and on my way down I saw Dad in greenhouse number 4 watering. So how has your morning been going?
Right now it's wet.
Well, I guess that's a good thing. Do you mind watering these greenhouses?
No, it's not a bad job.
The only time it becomes an issue is when it's 100 degrees outside and you're trying to be out in the fields and you gotta have someone back here watering.
Yep, when we have lots going on, then it becomes a problem trying to water everywhere at the same time.
Now, for those of you watching, it may look like we are just hanging baskets up in a greenhouse, which is kind of what we're doing, but there's actually a lot more that goes into it. When you're hanging up baskets, you have to keep in mind that some baskets or some flowers like a little more water than others. And if you recall, all the baskets hanging up are on an automatic watering system. So if a certain variety of flower does not like a lot of water or vice versa, we have to keep that in mind because all of these automatic watering lines are set to give out a certain amount of water. So what does that mean? Well, we have to go through each variety of flower and make sure that it can handle the amount of water that greenhouse number 5 is giving out. So in this greenhouse, a lot of these flowers will get on the larger side. We have ferns in here right now. We have petunias, we have some verbena. Those baskets will get very large and will demand a lot of water. Now in the beginning of their life, they don't need as much water, but as they start to mature, as they start to get larger, oh, they're gonna need it. So if we have these larger baskets in here, we won't be allowed to put smaller baskets in here for the fear that they could be overwatered and drowned. So I do wish it was as easy as just putting baskets in the greenhouse, but there's a lot more that goes into it. I like the way you think. I had a dream about my pizza oven.
We need to use that.
I know, I just have no time.
You have a pizza party?
Not too many people. Let's just try it first.
Well, I didn't say we had to have people over. A pizza party could be just you and me.
There's a...
So you're missing a water right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
we have water.
Open the door and the window and turn the little thermostat down
Yep.
to 60.
We'll do. Look at this guy. Carrying 6 baskets. We've had a cloudy day for most of the morning, but the sun is starting to poke out, so I'm gonna run up and open up the germination greenhouse. With the sun out like this and this greenhouse completely closed up, it's gonna be hot in here. Oh yeah. 105. Oh my word, is it warm in here. Wow. While I'm up here, I'm gonna show you something quickly. And I say quickly because it's hot, I don't wanna be in here. Our onions that we had seeded a few weeks ago just got a haircut. By giving them a trim, it makes them a lot more manageable for us, and it encourages it to push out more growth. I'll tell you what, even when the sun went behind the clouds, it's still pretty warm in there. We're just gonna leave it open for now. If it starts to get cooler this afternoon, we may have to close it up again. On my walk back down, I ran into a wonderful man. I ran into Gavin. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Andrew. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. While I ran up there to open up that greenhouse, they got the rest of the baskets hung in greenhouse number 5. So now the only thing left to fill up in here is everything on the ground. We're gonna be moving in a lot of vegetable plants. Now that we're done with cleaning out greenhouse number 5, greenhouse number 6 is where we're gonna be turning our attention to. Now, greenhouse number 6 does not look near as bad as greenhouse number 5 did, but we've been working on cleaning this out the same as we've been cleaning out the other greenhouses. But we'll get to clearing out this greenhouse completely soon enough. Right now we're moving a few calves out into our lean-to section. We're gonna be moving 3 calves, these 2 right here, and then another one down there. Come on. There we go. A few more calves moved into the lean-to. Now we got a little extra room in greenhouse number 6. Come on, Charlie. You okay? And that about does it. We no longer have any calves on this side of the greenhouse. So now we have a wonderful opportunity to get all of this side cleaned up, and we can start bringing some plants in here. That one's hot. Sucker's cooking. And that's gonna be about it for greenhouse number 6 today. We're not gonna be putting any baskets in here, but after today, we're one step closer to filling it up, which is exciting. It is now lunchtime on the farm, so we are all heading up into the farm market, and we're gonna get something to eat. Ooh, it looks like we're having taco salads for lunch. Good deal. For the afternoon today, we've got a lot going on like we did this morning. The first big thing that's gonna need to be accomplished this afternoon is getting some nitrogen spread.
We've been spreading all of the hay ground for fertilizer. And we had some extra fertilizer, so we're doing the cow pasture so the cows get grass sooner.
The more hay we can harvest, the more grass we can have in our pastures for our cattle. It saves us a lot of money in the long run. But the next thing I wanted to bring you out and show you was, while I was not here, Dad decided spur of the moment that he was gonna put some sweet corn down. So we used our new favorite planting method. We planted sweet corn under a biodegradable mulch made of cornstarch. Now I really wanted to get the first planting of sweet corn under the mulch film for you guys this year. It didn't work out, I wasn't here. Dad got really excited and he got it planted. We'll have plenty of opportunities to show you the planting process later on, but I just wanted to bring you out and show you that we've got our first planting of sweet corn in the ground. Now for those of you that are new and have not seen this planting method before, the machine goes through and it makes 2 divots on each side and it plants the seeds in those divots, giving them plenty of time to grow. Now, this mulch that is over the top is a highly biodegradable mulch made of cornstarch. Now, some of you may be curious, how does the sweet corn get water? Well, it's pretty interesting. This mulch acts as a greenhouse, and as the sun comes out and it tries to evaporate the water hits the mulch and then drops down on our plants. Essentially, this stuff does not need any water. If we do get rain, some does seep through and that does help out. But this is almost like a set it and forget it planting method. Even though it has been warm for the past few days, which prompted Dad to start planting, we are gonna have some cooler nights coming up, and this mulch will also help protect them from the colder weather. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was pretty bummed that I wasn't able to share this with you guys. But as I mentioned before, we're gonna have plenty of opportunities. And I just wanted to show you that the mulch we did put down is working great. The boys have spread close to 40 acres today of hay ground and pasture, which is really good for us. Now that we're back from checking on the sweet corn, we'll see if they've got the animals all taken care of.
Just got the calves taken care of, so now the animals are done for the night.
Dad and I just got the last pallet put into the cooler, so now the farm market is closed for the night. And since the farm market is closed, we're gonna be heading up to the house. Hello! Alrighty, Lauren, what are we having for dinner tonight?
Pork tenderloin, mashed potatoes, and a tomato cucumber salad.
Oh, that sounds good. Alrighty, everyone, we are now almost all at the dinner table. I hear Daniel running down the stairs. So soon we will be all at the dinner table, and you guys know what that means. This is where we're gonna end the video today. I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.